Tonight from Munhall, Pennsylvania, it's Tuesday Night Hoops as the WPIAL basketball season gets rolling along. Hi, everybody. I'm Matt Fargo, joined alongside OLSH. Tonight, it's the Steel Valley Ironmen against the Our Lady of the Sacred Heart Chargers. We get you ready for Tuesday Night Hoops and a battle between the defending state champions in Class 2A against the Ironmen of Steel Valley, who really got hit hard by COVID a season ago, just an 0-6 record just last year. So things are already looking up for the Ironmen as they got their first victory already. They're 1-1 coming into tonight.
Yeah, they're already ahead of last year's pace, and both teams ended the season last year with a 0 in one of their wins or loss columns. Unfortunately for Steel Valley, it was in the wins column, and for the Chargers of Our Lady of Sacred Heart, it was in the loss column. So Chargers hoping to pick up where they left off. So far they have come in 2-0, and as you said, Steel Valley 1-1 in their opening tournament.
Yeah, you mentioned that 24-0 season just a year ago for Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, winning a third straight WPIAL championship and, of course, winning the school's first ever PIAA state championship. That the first ever in any sport, in any team sport anyway. They had a couple of individual champions in OLSH history, but never a team sport winning it. And to do it in the art of COVID, in the middle of everything that everyone went through last year, and you could already start to feel the difference between what was last year and what was this year. And the most evident difference is there's fans in the stands tonight, Al.
Fans in the stands and not too many face masks. So that's the big difference. And you brought it up, the COVID. You and I made the trip out to Hershey for the state championship on the bus with the team, not knowing if they were going to play because of COVID. So that's a factor there.
There's no question. I mean, I think that everybody was kind of sitting on pins and needles for hours there, wondering if the state was going to decide whether or not that game was going to even be played or not. And it's kind of bizarre to think about where we were those days and where we've come now today. And, you and I were just in Hershey over last weekend for the PIAA state championships in football, and it had a different feel. Chocolate World was open, and everything was feeling like kind of you're starting to get creep back towards normal.
Yeah, it's not completely back yet, but boy, the feeling was there. The fans were there, and the stadium was there were a lot of fans there, and especially from here in southwestern Pennsylvania, WPIO well represented for all 3 days of that tournament.
Yes, and you said almost back, and that's pretty much what you could say about the old starting lineup. They're almost all the way back. The only loss of Dante Spatafora, which obviously is going to be a tough guy to replace knowing them. But if there's anyone that's going to do it, why not it be his brother?
Yeah, Rocco Spatafora. Still a Spatafora in the lineup. Instead of an 11, he wears 1. So he's I don't want to say he's half the brother, but let's hope those are big shoes to fill. Well, Rocco will give it a shot.
No question about it. And when we come back, we will have starting lineups and get you ready for tip-off of just game number 3 of this high school basketball season for both of these teams. But it's starting to heat up on the hardwood. And when we come back, it's the Chargers and the Ironmen right back here on Tuesday Night Hoops. Stick around.
And, both teams ended the season last year with a 0 in 1.
The weightlessness at Float Victory. Fall into a deep relaxation while floating in water filled with 1,500 pounds of Epsom salt in a spacious float suite. Choose between full sensory deprivation with no lights or sound, or keep the lights on, including a tranquil night sky option and a curated music track to help you relax. Stop by either of their 2 locations in Swickley and in Lawrenceville, or visit them online at floatvictory.com. Dr. Joseph Goff of GPC Oral Surgery and Dental Implant Center provides a vast range of oral procedures of the highest quality with a special emphasis on dental implants. Their compassionate and friendly staff and environment allow you to feel comfortable and give you the peace of mind. Located at 980 Beaver Grade Road in Moon Township, you can call them at 412-262-5091 or visit them on the web at gpcsurgery.com. Get ready to rise above with Isaiah Neely at Rise Above Sports Training and Skill Development. Their goal is to educate and assist each athlete in developing their full potential and achieving their personal goals. Working with athletes from Little League to the pros, contact Isaiah today at riseaboveskillsdev.com. That's riseaboveskillsdev.com and receive $10 off your first training when you mention you heard it from me, Matt Fargo, and get ready to rise above.
We got Tuesday Night Hoops live from Steel Valley tonight. The combination of Munhall and Homestead combining for the Steel Valley School District in the home site of this evening's contest. The 1-1 Steel Valley Ironmen, as they represented out of Section 3 in Class 3A, their wins over Brashear and Keystone Oaks to get it to this point.
But actually, they lost to Keystone Oaks.
You're right. Keystone Oaks, they lost. In Brashear, they won. A 68-60 loss to Keystone Oaks. As we'll take a look at the starting lineups, first we'll go with the Ironmen of Steel Valley. It's Mackay Valentine, the 6'2 forward, a junior. Matt Marone, 6'1 senior guard. Averill Blanchard, the 6'3 forward, he's a senior. Cruz Brookins, the 6'2 junior forward. In the center is 6'6 junior center Greg Smith. So some size inside for the Ironmen of Steel Valley. The visitors are the Our Lady of the Sacred Heart Chargers, led by Mike Rodriguez, 24-0 a season ago. Their lucky number right now is 10 to tie the WPIAL record for consecutive wins. That was held by Washington. Ironically, they play Washington 10 games from now. The starting lineup for Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, the usual suspects +1. Jake DeMichael, the do-it-all player, the all-state player of the WPIAL from a season ago, 6'3 guard for the Chargers that wear 0. Rocco Spadafora, talked about him, 5'11 junior, takes over that point guard role. The guys inside for Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, the 6'3 junior forward Bryson Kirshner and the 6'4 senior forward Dawson Summers. And the addition to the Charger lineup is 6'3 forward Kevin Wilson. He's a senior, and he saw time off the bench a season ago, Al, and now he's going to get the start. Chargers are without a guy who has really contributed nicely off the bench and probably will work his way into the starting lineup when he returns from injury, in B.J. Vaughn.
Yeah, B.J., a key cog in this Charger lineup, major factor in the playoffs last year. He seemed to come in at the right time and contribute with perfect points and helping them on their way to the state championship. He's out with a shoulder injury, I believe it is, and hopefully he'll be back soon. But in his place is Kevin Wilson, and don't look for too much of a drop-off.
Chargers and Kirshner, and the Chargers win the tip, and it's actually Dawson Summers winning it back to Rocco Spadafore, penetrating to Michael, and now Summers inside the lane, throws one up at the basketball, and it falls in. There's a basketball representing the inside lane here at Steel Valley, and he was able to connect to make it a 2-0 game. Here comes Steel Valley driving and laying up and missing that one as Mackay Valentine. Back come the Chargers the other way. It's Rocco Spadafore. Up top, Kevin Wilson. One dribble inside. Backdoor play for Dawson Summers off the window. Good for 2.
Yeah, that was Wilson making his presence known with the rebound and the assist on that.
High off the glass again for Valentine. Doesn't fall once again. The rebound goes to the Chargers. Nice dish from DeMichael on the other end. And Bryson Kirshner has his first points of the evening. And it's 6-0 Chargers.
Great assist there from DeMichael for the easy layup for Kirshner.
Marone turns the ball over. Long pass ahead to Michael. That gets blocked. Valentine went up against Michael, and it got denied. The Chargers got the ball back, and splashing in a three, it's Rocco Spadafora. Timeout, Steel Valley. It's 9-0 for the Chargers.
Yeah, that was a great board presence there by Valentine and snuffing DeMichael. I don't think DeMichael thought he could catch up to him, but he did. But Rocco Spadafora says, okay, we gave up the 2, we'll take a 3.
And we mentioned the star player for the Chargers once again, senior Jake DeMichael, averaged 30 points a game a season ago. He is shooting 49% from the field coming into tonight. He's 25 of 51 tonight from the field.
Wow. How do you stop that?
It's I don't have the answer.
You know what? I think a lot of teams are going to go boxing 1 and maybe, triangle 2 to try to stop him. I mean, you have to try to stop him.
Yeah, but as, DeMichael came up empty on that layup, but as Steel Valley was celebrating, Rocco Spadafora was putting in a 3.
Exactly, and then you got to deal with the 2 big guys down low.
Valentine's been the guy to attack the rim, and he's really gotten some open looks for Steel Valley, but he's been able to come up empty. That's why they don't have points yet. Throwing down low inside to Craig Smith. The big fella gets the Ironman on the board.
It was a good play down inside, and Smith, with his size, created space and went up for the easy bucket.
Here's DeMichael on the left hand. Stop and pop. Foot on the line. Good for a long 2. DeMichael has his first points of the night.
4 players for the Chargers on the board already.
Back up the floor. From the Ironman. 3-ball Valentine. Far side wing. Good for 3.
Wow, that one was from Kennywood, guys.
Driving DeMichael on the other end, and it got blocked out of bounds off an Ironman. But Valentine is really owned inside, not allowing DeMichael that inside presence on the layups.
Wow, if this was football, Valentine would have been called for a personal foul for taunting there.
Inside, Kirshner got the inbound up and fouled. First foul of the evening. Looks like it's going to go against Averill Blanchard. The senior going to pick up the first foul of the night, and it will send Bryson Kirshner to the line. Kirshner's first attempt at the charity stripe tonight.
Rims that one in and out.
He was 60% at the line, 3 of 5 coming into tonight. And he goes 50% at that trip, 1 for 2 on that one. 12-5 Charger lead, 6:02 to play, clock winding first quarter. Smith stands with it at half court and then got the ball tipped out of bounds. Rocco Spadafora got a paul on that one and headed into the Charger bench.
Yeah, they were trying to go bottom side to top side across the forecourt, and Rocco got his hand in the way.
Greg Smith kind of ran the point there for a moment there for Steel Valley. Out to Valentine, who stands back towards the center court. Cross-court pass to the far side. Cruz Brookins controls, guarded by Kevin Wilson. Brookins goes to the right and is held by Kevin Wilson, and it will be the Chargers' first foul of the evening. 5:41 to play, opening quarter.
You got to love it. Kevin Wilson does the classic. What, me?
Inbound triggered in to get it back into Brookins. Brookins across the timeline. A couple of dribbles guarded by Rocco Spadafora. Bounce pass foul line. Standing with it is Blanchard. Contested by Summers. He goes up against Summers, and it's denied. Tipped off a few hands. Blanchard got it, and they're going to say it's going to be Charger basketball. I don't know what the call was there, whether or not Blanchard was out of bounds. I think he jumped
in from out of bounds.
That's exactly what it was, Al.
Yep.
12-5. Charger advantage. Kind of slowed down the pace, though. DeMichael eyeing up a 3. First one on the way. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, put back opportunity by Wilson. It's no good, but he got his own rebound. Bounced it inside the paint. Kirshner pulled it back out. It's double team right now. Got it away to Rocco Spadafora for a 3 that goes off the back of the rim. Put back is good by Kevin Wilson.
And with those 2 points, all 5 of the starters are on the scoreboard.
That's something Mike Rodriguez got to love to see. Outside from Smith, 3-ball in the web. Valentine is second of the day from the far side wing.
From the same spot, Matt. He's out there right in front of the Charger bench. He's got 6 points.
Rocco left side to Michael. DeMichael got a screen from Kirshner, penetrates, hands it off. Kirshner cutting to the basket, lays it up with the right hand, and it's good for 2 more.
5 for Kirshner.
Ball got tipped, but found its way to Craig Smith. Smith got it back over to Valentine. Valentine, little crossover, floater in the lane. Good. Nice runner from Cruz Brookins. Driving now, Spatafor is fouled and getting his hand caught in the cookie jar is Malachi Valentine. Going to be his first foul, the team's second. 4:11 to play in the opening quarter, 16-10. Charger advantage. Inbound, triggered in. Here's Wilson. Here to the near side wing. 3-ball, corner pocket for DeMichael. No good. Put back Bryson Kirshner. The men inside making a difference right now.
Well, he's got 7.
18-10. Charger advantage over the Ironman. Here to the near side. Marone penetrates with the right hand. Play it up and scored. An attempt at a block there by Summers is failed, and the layup good. 3-ball from DeMichael on the way, and it's pure. Nothing but nylon on the near side wing for DeMichael, and he gets a clap of 3 hands and approval of his efforts there.
5 for Jake.
Drake Smith works it right side to Brookins. Here to the near side now, Blanchard, and passed out of bounds off of Rocco Spatafor. And just a eye test right away from Meow. Rocco starting off where his bro left and where really he left defensively.
Right.
Being just ball hawking. You think back to the state championship game, he had a couple big-time blocks and steals in that game.
Hiddleston checks in for Steel Valley, and Smith will go sit for a while.
So first substitutions as J.J. Hiddleston into the ball game. Now Valentine, 3-ball on the way. That one sat on the rim. It fell out of bounds off of DeMichael. DeMichael pleading his case with the Zebras. And all the referee can do is smile in his direction. Inbound triggered in from the baseline here for Steel Valley. It's Brookins doing the honors to Valentine to the far side wing. Step back in front of Kirshner, and he drains another.
9 points. You got to like this Malachi Valentine.
Oh, my goodness.
That one was more from the corner.
21-15. Left side to Michael. Gets a screen from Kirshner, pulls up for 3 on the way, no good, in and out. Rebound goes to Steel Valley. Chris Brookins, long pass ahead to get it to Marone, who is fouled. DeMichael's going to get called for the foul, and he was thinking that he got all ball.
Yeah, he did get ball, but he also came down and hit him on the head, Matt, so that was the call.
So foul shots here for Matt Marone, the senior at the charity stripe. All of the other Steel Valley players are now huddled around Dale Chapman, the head coach, on the far side, so no one on the blocks right now for Steel Valley, giving Marone an opportunity to shoot alone, and he comes up empty. That's kind of a hard thing to do when you don't have your teammates there supporting you on there. So 0 for 2 with that trip on the line. Wilson on the far side, bounce pass at the elbow, and a foul charge now to J.J. Hiddleston, I believe, is going to get this one.
Yeah, that one could have gone actually either way.
And it does go to him. His first, the team's third. 2:33. Clock stopped and an inbound coming here from Kevin Wilson along the baseline. Goes up top to Rocco Spatafor on a left-hand to right-hand dribble. Conducts traffic with his left hand. Moves it here to the near side. Wilson got his pocket pick. Nice steal there by Blanchard. Blanchard worked it backwards to Marone, and Marone worked it ahead to Brookins. Brookins now at the top of the key. Kind of dribbling in chaos. A spin move by Brookins, and he lays it up and in for 2. What a move.
That was nice. Nice little spin move inside. He has 4.
Into the near side. Wilson eyes up a 3. It's off the rim, no good. A putback opportunity. Kirshner, third time not the charm for Rocco Spatafor, and back comes Steel Valley on their way through the lane and everybody. Valentine comes up empty. DeMichael on the other end, cherry picking, bucket and a foul for Jake DeMichael as Matt Marone fouled him on the way up. Marone was behind DeMichael, and the only thing he could have done was to disrupt that shot, was to foul him, and you just hope the ball doesn't go in at that point. And here's Jake DeMichael at the line. DeMichael, 12 of 16 coming into tonight from the free throw line, and he hits his first and completes that three-point play.
The old traditional way. He has 8 on the evening.
24-17, works the ball up here, Blanchard. Blanchard bounce pass inside Hiddleston. He goes up strong but comes up empty. Rebound to Summers, outlet to DeMichael along the near sideline. Into the near side, 3 ball into the corner. 3 is good, Rocco Spanafora. Give the assist to DeMichael.
The second tray for Rocco. He has 6.
Back the other way, Valentine on the far side of Brookins with it. Brookins at the top of the key, outside, 3 ball, Blanchard. That one well off the mark. It actually ricocheted off the backboard. Wilson in transition, goes all the way missing. Put back is good by Dawson Summers, who was following in behind.
Wow, so far, Matt, it's been the Chargers on the boards doing the job.
Yeah, the forwards right now for OLSH really doing a great job on the glass.
Exactly.
Driving at a floater along the baseline, good for 2 for Cruz Brookins, the junior. Under a minute to go in the first, 29-19. Chargers the advantage by 10. Up across the timeline is Spanafore now to DeMichael on a left-handed dribble. Stop at the foul line, throws one up on the way. Kind of awkward there for DeMichael, no good. Rebound went to Valentine. Long pass ahead to Brookins, who scores the easy layup for 2 more.
He has 8.
29-29. 29-21. Runner for DeMichael, lay it up and score as he went along the baseline and was able to lay it up with the left hand. Extends the lead back to 10. 14 seconds to go. First quarter. Valentine driving, throwing one up with the right hand, splashing in another one.
Well, good news for the Chargers, it wasn't a 3.
Yes, DeMichael with 2 seconds, hesitates, a 3 on the way, no good, and the buzzer sounds, and the first quarter has come to an end with an exciting offensive packed first quarter of basketball here on Tuesday Night Hoops. It's 31-23. Our Lady of the Sacred Heart leads Steel Valley. We're back for quarter number 2, live from Homestead right after these words here on Tuesday Night Hoops.
And what a play by the Charger defense. That was number 33, 34.
No, 35, Matt. Can't you see these new uniforms?
I can't see for the life of me. How can you even see that?
I go to Allegheny West Eye Care, and I see Doc Quinn. They're great.
I need new glasses right now, and it seems like he's the guy to go to.
Yep, go visit them online at AlleghenyWestEyeCare.com.
I'm headed there right after the game. Hey, it's Matt Fargo. There's no question that this time of year is so stressful with the holidays, end of the year job expectations, and that's why I started going to Float Victory, and it has been incredible. Floating in one of their sensory deprivation suites, the weightlessness strips me of stress. It takes me away from everyday distractions, and I can tell you, I feel so much better both physically and mentally. Do something for yourself this holiday season. Check out Float Victory at their Swickley or Lawrenceville locations and schedule your first float session at floatvictory.com.
Tuesday Night Hoops live from Steel Valley tonight. OLSH and Steel Valley, and the Chargers lead 31-23 at the end of one. And Steel Valley starts with a shot from the foul line, no good by Blanchard. And the rebound goes to Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. Here's Rocco inside. Summers looks against the tree of Greg Smith and can't come up with anything there. Rebound Blanchard.
That would have been a great play if it had went in, but it didn't.
Rebound goes to the Ironmen, and they bring it up. It's Brookins. 6'2 guard guarded by Rocco Spanafore on the right side. Hands it off to the 6'6 Greg Smith. Cross-court pass to get it over to Blanchard. Blanchard hands it off to Valentine. Got denied by DeMichael. And coming up the floor is Kevin Wilson. Wilson on the left side of the lane is up and fouled. DeMichael was wide open on the near side wing. He was calling for it. But Kevin Wilson, got to give him props, deciding a couple times that he's taken the ball to the rack here.
That was number 2 on Blanchard, so first player with 2 fouls for either team.
First shot is up and good for Kevin Wilson, the senior. Wilson is now 3 of 3 from the free throw line for the season, make it a perfect 4 for 4. He's 100%. He has not missed a free throw this year.
Oh, well. Sorry, Kevin.
And a travel on Valentine on the other end gives the ball back to the Chargers with a 10-point advantage, 33-23, 7:05 to go in this second quarter. Just getting things rolling along alongside OLSH. Matt Fargo bringing you this one on Tuesday Night Hoops. Bounce pass, eyeing up a three is Summers, and the big fella has got a little stroke from downtown.
That was sweet, Matt. He just stepped back, shot that three uncontested, and Summers says, I can shoot from out here too.
36-23. It's Brookins on the far side, and now Valentine driving an all-time contested. Summers might be the guilty party here.
I think so. He got the ball, but the bodies collided, Matt. I think that's what we're going to get. We're going to say he got his arm.
First on Summers, third on the Chargers, sending Malachi Valentine, the 6'2 junior, has been very impressive.
Yeah.
Now I'm impressed.
Oh, me too.
Makes his first.
That's number 12 for Valentine, leading all scorers at this point.
Second one's up and good for Valentine. 6:37 to go. 36-24 Charger lead. Spanafor across the timeline. Bounce pass left side. Summers up top. Summers still up top here. Now Kirshner, the big guy's inside. Wilson flashes inside the lane. Lay it up and score off the right hand of Kevin Wilson.
Wilson cutting across that lane, calling for the ball the whole way, Matt. And he gets it and finishes.
38-25, 6:15, clock winding second quarter. DeMichael with steal. Jake comes up the floor. Jake eyes up a three, top of the key, off the back rim, no good. He gets his own rebound, lines up another three on the attempt. That one rims in and out, no good. Rebound chased down by Summers, got it away to Rocco. Rocco stop and pop at the foul line, banks open for two, off the window.
That was sweet. And the second and third tries, chances for the Chargers, got them those 2 points.
Smith, and now Valentine across the timeline here for the Ironman, guarded by Rocco Spanafor, who got a screen from Smith. He flashed into the chest of Spanafor. That shot no good by Marone. The bounce pass to try to get it inside. Nothing happens. Here's DeMichael, another three attempt, and it's off and goes behind the backboard, so no chance for the Chargers, who were ball hawking on that last offensive possession. Can't chase it down this time, and Steel Valley will have the basketball, and a timeout has been taken. 40-25, OLSH has the advantage.
Yeah, 9-2 in this quarter in favor of the Chargers as they take a
30-second
timeout.
So the Chargers certainly come out strong here this second quarter. And now Del Chabot, give credit to Steel Valley. They've ran with OLSH to that point. They were very much still in the ball game there, and you got to be able to withstand those runs. Mm-hmm. And you got to do a better job on the glass if you're Steel Valley, because the Chargers aren't hitting their first shot. They're hitting their second, third, and fourth opportunities down there offensively.
Well, that's where the Chargers have taken charge of this game, on the offensive glass right now. The Chargers, like you said, Matt, they'll miss a shot, and there's 3 or 4 players in purple to take that rebound down. If they can dominate the defensive glass, this game's over.
Out of the timeout, Ironman basketball. Blanchard hands it off to Marone, and Marone to Brookins. Brookins on a left-handed dribble. Comes here to the near side, guarded by Rocco. Inside, Smith kicks back out at the foul line. Now here to the near side wing. Marone for three, rims out. Rebound, Rocco Spanafor. Rocco, cross court. DeMichael eyeing up another three attempt, and this time he's adjusted and gets the three to fall.
That one was pure.
43-25 Charger advantage. Up the floor, it's Brookins on the left-handed dribble. Penetrates, kicks out. Blanchard and now Smith. Smith back outside to Valentine. Valentine gets a screen set up. Penetrates left side of the lane. Off the window, good for two.
That was sweet.
Great screen there to set that up, too. Here's inside Summers with the left hand. Goes around the big fella. Following behind is Kirshner to get the recycled 2 points.
Again, that's an offensive glass for the Chargers. Kirshner getting in there to get that one.
45-27, 4:12 to play, second quarter. On the left side is Valentine hands it off Marone in the lane, or I beg your pardon, on the baseline, and it's going to be a foul offensively. Greg Smith going to get caught.
Yep. Kirshner had the position, and Smith just tried to use that large frame of his to get in position, and you can't do that if it's already occupied. First on Smith.
Rocco Spanafora to Jake DeMichael. Chargers set up an offense here, and DeMichael just eyes up another three, and the net barely moved.
And that was from NBA land.
48-27 Charger advantage. Now penetrating here is Brookins. He'll fade away and get the two to go.
It puts him in double figures with 10.
Another three attempt to Michael. A little heat check there, and he did a little skip in frustration, missing that one. Diving on the floor is Summers. Outlets to Luke Dashner is into the game for the Chargers. Stop at the foul line. Spanafora, another bank job there for Rocco Spanafora as he banks one home off the window. 50-29. Valentine on a left-handed dribble. Trying to buy separation as the ones go at it. Rocco and Valentine, and now Valentine throws up a three, misses, chases down his own rebound. It ricocheted pretty hard off the window, and he found it, was able to put it back for two. 50-31. DeMichael. Is he thinking about another three here? DeMichael, left-handed to the rack. No good, rolls out.
Dashner in for Wilson, by the way.
Three ball in the way. Valentine, no good. Off the rim, tipped off a bunch of hands, and it is going to be Charger basketball. Last touch by Steel Valley.
Yeah, Steel Valley fans not happy with that, but that was the right call. And I think we have a timeout from Coach Rod.
Yeah, Rodriguez wants to talk things over, so we'll burn one as well. It is Tuesday Night Hoops. OLSH leads Steel Valley 50-31. We are back after this break.
Stop by the Cozy Neighborhood Pub with a legendary menu full of deliciously prepared food, including authentic Irish dishes along with burgers, wraps, seafood, and pasta. Patrick's has something for everyone. If you love sports and love a good time, put Patrick's Pub at the top of your things to do list. The perfect combination of Ireland and the Burg under the same roof. Patrick's Pub. Check out the menu online at patrickspub.org.
So good, it's why not play it again? Welcome back.
Gotta love those green onions.
50-31 back here on Tuesday Night Hoops. Our Lady of the Sacred Heart leads Steel Valley back with OLSH. Matt Fargo bringing you this one.
Nehemiah Azim checks in for the Chargers. Luke Dashner still in. Let's see. That was Rocco has a seat.
Azim, the quarterback of the OLSH football team that went to the WPIAL championship. So got his basketball shoes on now. As Summers hands it off to Dashner. Back to Summers. And Summers travel. Steel Valley basketball, 2:16 to play here in the first half.
Yep, that's that dreaded shuffle before you start dribbling when he tried to drive the baseline there.
Back up the floor comes Steel Valley. Brookins hands off Heddleston back into the game out of that timeout. Valentine with it, guarded against Azim. A little bit of a size difference there. And I think he's going to get called for the foul. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you're talking about Valentine, 6'2", and Nehemiah Azim, on a rather good day, 5'8". Inbound goes right to Marone, who misses a three, and there's a foul off that rebound underneath.
I think it's going to be Kirshner if I got it right. Oh, no.
Chargers are walking back. It's going to be against Greg Smith again?
Smith, yeah, it's his second.
Team 7th, player control, no shots coming, but They will be coming for the Chargers in the next minute 53 if there's another foul.
No, that was 7th. He's on the line.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is. They said it was after, so thought they might have said player control. So there is shots coming. Jake DeMichael back to the line. I mentioned coming into tonight, 12 of 16, 75% from the free throw line, and he drains that one. What is he tonight now from the line?
2 for 2.
All right.
His only other attempt was back into that three-pointer.
Yep. Make it 3 for 3.
3 for 3.
52-31.
18 for Jake.
And make it 15-19 on the season for Jake at the charity stripe. 52-31, 140 to go here. Here's Brookins off the right side, guarded by Dashner. Now double teamed as Kirshner came over to help out. A couple of passes here as Smith kind of looked lost, didn't know where to go with the basketball. Gives it to Valentine, and there's a hand check there. That will be against the Chargers. I think Nehemiah Azim's going to pick up a quick second.
Yeah. Trying to fight through that pick by Smith. Keeping his contact as Wilson checks back in. Luke Dashner has a seat for the Chargers.
Handoff to give it to Valentine. Valentine on a left-handed dribble gets a screen. Guarded by Azim. Valentine goes to the right hand, and then the scoop shot up and under move doesn't go. Ball topped around, finally pulled down. Hedleston took it away, moved it outside to Smith. Smith back inside. Valentine, that ball got knocked away by Summers nicely, and then there's a whistle for a foul.
I think Rocco's going to get called for this one.
Certainly, game picked up in the foul department pretty quickly here in the second quarter.
Chargers got some kind of defense going on here. Azim, as soon as I say that, he switches, but he was all over Valentine. He was painted to him. And now they're back into a basic 2-3.
Brookins dishes down low to Greg Smith, and the 6'6" man can't put it in. Off the window, no good. Back comes to Michael. DeMichael against two defenders high off the window, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Lost by Hedleston out, so Chargers keep it.
Matt, that was Wilson on the defensive rebound. He comes down the other end, and when Jake missed that layup, what a move it was Wilson that had the ball taken out of his hands and knocked out of bounds by Steel Valley.
Inbound goes to the near wing. 3 on the way from DeMichael, no good. Rebound and put back Nehemiah Azim for 2, and he's on the board.
More offensive board work for the Chargers.
54-31. 3-ball, Valentine again.
That's that same spot.
Splashes it in.
He's got 4 from out there.
And talking with Mike Rodriguez before, it doesn't matter if there's a defender in his pocket.
No.
He still elevates over him and puts that 3 in. And, boy, have we seen that. You get a travel before the shot on the other end there on DeMichael.
Right idea, but when he made the move inside between the two players, he slid his foot, and that's all it took.
3 seconds to go in the first half. Marone will do the inbounding duties, get it up top. Valentine with the second. He's been throwing up threes. Travel before the shot was off, and that will be the way the first half comes to a close. 54-34. Our Lady of the Sacred Heart has the lead on Steel Valley. After one half of play, both teams head to the locker rooms. When we come back, it'll actually be an interview with an OLSH graduate. It's Isaiah Neely of Rise Above Athletic Sports Training and Performance, as we're going to talk to Isaiah about his company and about his connection with the community. That is coming up at the halftime report. Tuesday Night Hoops, as we'll come back to Steel Valley OLSH. We'll get you caught up with all the numbers from tonight's game. A 20-point advantage for Our Lady of the Sacred Heart at the end of one half of play. You are listening to Tuesday Night Hoops. OLSH leads Steel Valley 54-34. We'll be right back.
Experience the weightlessness at Float Victory. Fall into a deep relaxation while floating in water filled with 1,500 pounds of Epsom salt in a spacious float suite. Choose between full sensory deprivation with no lights or sound, or keep the lights on, including a tranquil night sky option and a curated music track to help you relax. Stop by either of their 2 locations in Swickley and in Lawrenceville, or visit them online at floatvictory.com. Dr. Joseph Goff of GPC Oral Surgery and Dental Implant Center provides a vast range of oral procedures of the highest quality, with a special emphasis at Rise Above Sports Training and Skill Development. Their goal is to educate and assist each athlete in developing their full potential and achieving their personal goals. Working with athletes from Little League to the pros, contact Isaiah today at riseaboveskillsdev.com. That's riseaboveskillsdev.com, and receive $10 off your first training when you mention you heard it from me, Matt Fargo, and get ready to rise above.
Stop by the Cozy Neighborhood Pub with a legendary menu full of deliciously prepared food, including authentic Irish dishes along with burgers, wraps, seafood, and pasta. Patrick's has something for everyone. If you love sports and love a good time, put Patrick's Pub at the top of your things to do list. The perfect combination of Ireland and the Burg under the same roof. Patrick's Pub. Check out the menu online at patrickspub.org.
Welcome back. We're live. He's also a assistant coach with Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, but we'll also get the chance to talk to him about his company, Rise Above Sports Training and Skills Development. Isaiah, thanks for joining us on what is a busy weekend for you.
Yeah, Matt, thanks for having me. I'm so excited for this opportunity. God is good. First off, God is good, and the kids are excited, and they came together as a team, and in July we said we wanted to be at the Whitfield Championship, and we did it. Back to see how far the program, got is just I'm extremely grateful to be part of the first team, and now being a part of the second team that made it to the Whitfield.
Yeah, no question about that. And now you had a great career at Slippery Rock, and now are looking to express your knowledge and give your knowledge back down through the pipeline, giving back to the community. Obviously, growing up in Coriopolis, right down the hill from Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, and giving back to the area. Rise Above Sports Training and Skills Development. How did that become and come to fruition for you, and knowing that was what was next for you?
Well, as a young kid, I always thought ahead. I always looked forward, and I always asked myself, what do I want to be when I'm older, and I always said, I want to make it to the NFL. And the reason why I wanted to make it to the NFL is because I wanted to help others and help my community financially, and, be there for, people coming up. And when I was done at college, I played a little bit arena football for about a year, and I had to decide what I want to do next. And facing that reality was hard. But God just steered me in this direction of Rise Above Skill Development and Sports Training, and I always knew that I wanted to help others, and I knew why not football, and why not pass the knowledge I gained from football to other kids.
And now that you've done that, not only are some of the athletes that are going to toe the field at Heinz Field a part of the OLSH team, but you've also helped out with a number of players on other teams that are in the title game.
Yeah, like you said, not only OLSH, Central Valley has some kids I train on. Central Valley has some kids on the Moon team. So I'm blessed. I'm blessed for sure. And I'm gonna continue to help out and continue to grow the brand and try to get kids to college because that's what's important to me and giving kids opportunity to do something positive in life.
It safely, but eventually we wanted to get people back and interacting and having the OLSH gym. You end up moving the basketball games to the OLSH gym. That was something that is great to have as a backup plan because the weather didn't cooperate, and had some great turnouts with the basketball games and all that. So that was a great time for everyone. What if an athlete is interested in joining Rise Above? What do they need to do? How do they need to get in? How do they get in touch with you?
You can contact me through social media. My Instagram is _Rise Above. Sports training, Facebook. I have a website, riseaboveskill.dev.com. Or you can contact me by phone. And my number is on my Instagram and on Facebook as well.
Yeah, that's riseaboveskillsdev.com to get in touch with Isaiah. If you have, and you work with athletes of all age
ages.
levels and skill levels,
yes,
right?
Yes. From ages 7 till I have a client in NFL named Dane Jackson, NBA client Cam Johnson.
Haven't heard of any of those guys.
yeah, both local heroes.
Yes, no question. Keeping that 15108 representing for sure. Isaiah, thanks so much for taking the time out. Appreciate you, man, and really proud of you, whatever you're doing, and looking forward to seeing what's in the future for you.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Isaiah Neely, rising above right now for the halftime show.
Dr. Joseph Goff of GPC Oral Surgery and Dental Implant Center provides a vast range of oral procedures of the highest quality with a special emphasis on dental implants. Their compassionate and friendly staff and environment allow you to feel comfortable and give you the peace of mind. Located at 980 Beaver Grade Road in Mood Township, you can call them at 412-262-5091 or visit them on the web at gpcsurgery.com.
It's halftime here on Tuesday Night Hoops. Welcome you back to Steel Valley High School, home of the Ironmen. And right now, the Chargers of Our Lady of the Sacred Heart have a 54-34 lead over Steel Valley. Back alongside OLSH, Matt Fargo bringing you this one. And OLSH is bringing you our Deanna Mara of Howard Hanna Real Estate Services first half recap.
Yeah, it was all Chargers, Matt, from the opening tip. And other than Malachi Valentine for the Ironmen, who I'm impressed. This is a good ball player that Steel Valley has.
Oh, my goodness.
He's leading all scorers right now with 20 points. We'll go down the scoring here for the two teams. As I said, Malachi Valentine with 20 points. Cruz Brookins with 10 points, 2 points each for Matt Marone and Greg Smith. And that's the 34 points for the Ironmen of Steel Valley. As for your Chargers, they've played 7 players, 6 of them on the board. Leading the way for the Chargers is Jake DeMichael with 18, 10 points for Rocco Spatafora, 9 each for the two big guys, Bryson Kirshner and Dawson Summers, 6 points for Kevin Wilson, and 2 points for Nehemiah Azim for their 54. Foul-wise, Nehemiah Azim has 2 for the Chargers. It's Avriel Blanchard and Greg Smith have 2 each for the Steel Valley Ironmen. As I said, we talked about it in the first half, Matt. It's been board control for the Chargers that have really put the gap between them and the Ironmen.
Yeah, that's definitely what's allowed OLSH to really control the pace of this game. They haven't been great on the first shot.
No.
They've been great on the second and third and fourth opportunities, and that's why you have, that first quarter was dominated inside by Summers and Kirshner getting the rebounds, and that's certainly the story of the first half. And what I expect to be much of the story of this season is, OLSH can beat you so many different ways this year with great guard play. And, Jake hasn't gone on that hot streak that you have seen and we have seen in the past. So, that's something that can happen from game to game. And then on the other side is, that domination on the glass. And, guys like Wilson and Spatafora also stepping up and making contributions.
Right.
And Azim's played nice coming off the bench along with Luke Dashner.
Right. Also shooting for these two teams from beyond the arc. Steel Valley has 4 from beyond the arc, all from Malachi Valentine. And the Chargers have 6 from beyond the arc. Jake DeMichael has 3 of them. Rocco Spatafora has 2. And Dawson Summers chipped in that one that opened up our eyes. That was a nice shot.
Yeah, that means that's the 12th three-pointer Jake DeMichael's made this season. And actually, the Chargers came in to today with just 2 Chargers hitting three-pointers, and that was DeMichael and Rocco Spatafora. And only 2 other Chargers had attempted three-pointers, Kevin Wilson and Luke Dashner, as we resume play here in the second half. And it's an immediate foul as the Chargers drive and are going to go to the line.
Yeah, Kirshner on a nice feed from the outside by DeMichael. Puts it in, gets fouled. He's going to attempt the traditional three-point play here. The foul was on Brookins.
First one for Steel Valley, and three-point play converted by Kirshner. 57-34. Back the other way comes Steel Valley here on the near side. Brookins and a passing around, and Brookins receives it once again, guarded by Wilson. A swat at the basketball, denied there by Brookins as he'll drive, and blocked as Summers denies. Out of bounds off the Chargers, but another block for 5 in purple and gold.
That was awesome. And then Brookins had the ball. I thought he lost it off his hip, but they're saying that Kirshner knocked it out of bounds.
Inbound triggered in from the big fella, Greg Smith. As Brookins gets it around back to Smith on the left side of the lane. At the block, Smith kicks out, 3 ball on the way, and it's airballed, and a foul off the airball, and it's going to be against Steel Valley and Brookins, as Bruce Brookins going to get caught with another.
That's Brookins. That's his second. It is.
Second on the team, 7:22. Third quarter, second half, 57-34. Charger advantage. Inbound Kirshner to Rocco Spatafora. Conducts with one hand, dribbles with the other. Right side, Kevin Wilson stands in front of Mike Rodriguez at the bench. DeMichael, now Rocco Spatafora, the near side wing. That doesn't fall off a few hands. And Kirshner comes down with it, gets it away to Wilson. Bounce pass to get it to Rocco at the elbow. It's Summers and now to DeMichael. DeMichael on the right hand gets a screen from Summers. 3 on the way, and it's nothing but net for Jake DeMichael.
Credit that to Kirshner. What a rebound he had. He got the initial rebound, kept tipping it in the air until he could grab it.
Back on the other end, what seemed to be an easy layup for Valentine actually bounces off the rim, no good. Nice rebound by Summers and Kirshner. Long pass ahead to Michael, another 3 in front of the Charger bench.
Something about that spot. That's the same spot that Valentine was nailing him in the first half.
63-34 Charger advantage. 6:25 to go here in the third. As Marone moves it over to Brookins. Brookins bouncing it inside to Smith. Smith turning around, and a nice move.
That was
very nimble move.
That
by
was
Greg
a great
Smith.
move by the big guy. That was.
63-36. Coming up on 6 minutes to go here in the third. Rocco left side to Michael. Gets a screen from Kirshner. Kirshner off of his screen, bounces inside. He gets the basketball. Now he kicks it outside. Rocco, an easy look for 3, and he drains it. Almost the identical spot. Jake had just hit his 3.
Suddenly 9 from beyond the arc for the Chargers as a team.
And a 30-point lead. Chargers getting close to running clock time here. Wilson swatting at that ball there from Brookins. Left side, Valentine, guarded by Spatafora. There's a screen to get Valentine open for a 3, and, well, you know what's going to happen when that happens. It's good.
5 from beyond the arc for Valentine.
Here's Rocco. Left dribble, hands it off to Wilson. Nice spin move at the foul line. Dishes it outside. Another 3 for Summers. He's free. 2 for 2 from 3, and he can't help but smile.
You got to love it. He looked down to make sure he was beyond the arc, and he just softly put it in there.
He got the touch, man, from outside. Gotta love that.
He does.
Here's Kirshner back up the way for the Chargers. Kirshner all by his lonesome, and he doesn't need any help there. Nicely done by 4.
Kirshner, L.A. to New York, and lays it up and in with the underhand layup.
71-39. Left side now, it's penetrating Brookins outside as he moved it out to Blanchard here into the corner. Valentine, another 3. Doesn't matter where you put him, but he gets it on the near wing corner.
It's amazing. He's fun to watch, guys. He's fun to watch if you're in Steel Valley.
Just a junior. Deep 2 there by Nemikowicz. He's a step inside the far wing. Timeout, Mike Rodriguez. It's 73-42. Mike Rodriguez calls a full timeout here at Steel Valley as the Chargers have expanded upon their lead. It's 73-42, 4:21 to go here in quarter number 3.
And DeMichael has 26, Matt.
And it's just amazing.
As well as Valentine has 26.
How about that? It's just amazing that, for DeMichael, he just finds a way to score. Whether if the three's not working, he's penetrating. If penetrating's not working, he's trying on his mid-range shot. Like, he just has so many different weapons in his belt.
We talked about it last year, Matt. I mean, how do you stop him? You stop him inside. He's okay. I'll go outside and shoot. You stop him from the outside, he'll penetrate and get the easy layups. So, or he'll pull up with the 10, 12 footer. So he's just a complete basketball player. He really is, and he can play defense too. And he prides himself on his defense.
Became the first player ever in WPIAL history to win a state championship undefeated, just like his father did it at Stowe Rocks High School.
That's right, Darren.
Yes, Darren Sr.
Darren Sr. Exactly.
Darren Jr., who's in attendance tonight. Older bro.
I thought I saw him.
An OLSH graduate. Yeah. 73-42, 4:10 to play. Third quarter out of this timeout. Brookins on a right-handed dribble, penetrating, bouncing it out to Hiddleston. Returns the favor. Now back up top. Blanchard went off a shoe. Saved by Valentine, and as he laces the center court line, then throws up a 3. That was a little bit too far out of his range, but it went off the front of the rim. Good passing by the Chargers. Deep 3. DeMichael doesn't fall either. Rebound underneath. Still loose. Saved initially, and now a foul as it gets chippy underneath the basket there between Bryce and Kirshner, and can't see who the Ironman was even there. It was
Hiddleston.
J.J. Hiddleston, the sophomore.
I think Kirshner's going to get called for the foul here.
That was quite the battle. Turned rugby scrum there.
Yeah. Right idea for Bryson, but then when Hiddleston kind of was on the court laying between him and putting himself between the ball and Kirshner, Kirshner tried to reach over top, and that's when he committed the foul.
His first, the team's first as well in this second half of basketball. Slowly up the floor is Cruz Brookins. Brookins left side of the lane, trying to hand it off to Smith, who had to retreat into the corner to get it guarded hastily there by Kirshner. Finally kicked it outside. Brookins gets it here to the near wing. And a whistle away from the basketball. It's a timeout. Dale Chapman wants to talk it over. 30-second timeout. 2:41 to go here in the third. 73-42. Our Lady of the Sacred Heart has the lead. We mentioned Steel Valley was 0-6 last year. Had the majority of their games postponed due to COVID-19. They actually went into the postseason because everybody was allowed in. Ended up losing 61-44 to Charleroi in the 3A playoffs. And that's something to also keep an eye on now, as it's pretty much a foregone conclusion. Our Lady of the Sacred Heart's going to be in 3A next year.
Yeah. You got to, the success they've had, state champions, they were deep in the playoffs before they got shut down the year before.
Right. They were actually going to move up. If they won that game, They were supposed to move up during this realignment. Out of that timeout, Valentine Smith pops out up top, left side. Marone on that lane. Here to the near side. Valentine gets it. He'll stop and pop. Deep 2. Wow. He got everything at his arsenal. But
he does. It's a smooth shot, too.
It is. It is just fun to watch. He's going to get credit. No, he's not. DeMichael, from his knees, was able to get the basketball inside to Dawson Summers, who's up and fouled. But it was going to be a great play by Valentine on a steal, but instead, DeMichael working the ball down low to Summers.
That was Blanchard with his third, the third on Steel Valley.
That one rolls in.
Boy, that's a shooter's roll.
Yeah. Dawson Summers. Another one for him. 75-44.
Summers 4 for 5 from the line after those.
Brookins with the basketball, guarded by Dashner. Left side, Smith. To Marone on the wing. Got his pocket picked by DeMichael. DeMichael, the steal and the score.
Scoop and score. We were saying that a lot this year.
Yeah. Yes, we were.
28 for DeMichael.
Another steal by DeMichael. And whistles. Double dribble. Mike Rodriguez said, really? and Mike is reassuring Jake. Didn't agree with that.
Right. Well, credit him with the steal anyway.
Yeah, right.
And he's asking the ref.
Yeah, he's still asking for clarification.
Because I don't think he had control of the ball.
Yeah. Inside, Smith kind of gave a stiff arm there. Missed the shot. Ball got tipped into the air. Rocco comes down with it. Rocco, left-handed layup for 2.
That was nice by Rocco all the way.
3-ball Valentine. Yep, that's what happens. He is something special, man.
He is. Like you said, even if you're guarding him, he's
just elevates right over you.
Yeah, he's got a vertical leap that's phenomenal.
DeMichael went the foul line at the elbow, just kind of a trick shot, throws it up, doesn't roll in, tipped off a few hands, still comes down to DeMichael. DeMichael rips it away, loses it out of bounds. It's Steel Valley basketball.
Well, there's sportsmanship. Valentine all over on top of DeMichael, helps him up, picks him up actually.
As the clock winds, we are in mercy rule territory tonight. I believe that's the second time this season that's happened. And a 3 here from Steel Valley. And Tuesday Night Hoops delivering you this one right now, 79-47 at the end of 3 quarters. We will come back for quarter number 4. Tuesday Night Hoops rolls on live from Steel Valley right after these words.
Stop by the Cozy Neighborhood Pub with a legendary menu full of deliciously prepared food, including authentic Irish dishes along with burgers, wraps, seafood, and pasta. Patrick's has something for everyone. If you love sports and love a good time, put Patrick's Pub at the top of your things to do list. The perfect combination of Ireland and the Burg under the same roof. Patrick's Pub. Check out the menu online at patrickspub.org.
Fourth quarter, let's play a fourth here from Steel Valley. Tuesday Night Hoops back with OLSH and Matt Fargo.
Valentine, Matt, he has 31 points. He's got 7 from beyond the arc.
31 of Steel Valley's 47 points.
Yeah. DeMichael has 28, by the way.
Of the Chargers' 79. Here's a 3 to start this fourth by Marone. That's no good. Chargers the rebound. Kirshner and now Dashner on a right-handed dribble. Dashner bouncing it belt high. Received by Kirshner. A spin move in the lane, and he traveled that, moved that pivot foot and It'll be back to Steel Valley.
Yeah, he did a nice spin move to get between two players, and that was fine. But then he tried to make another move, and the foot slipped, and that's all it took for that
Clock
turnover.
winding.
Yeah,
Running clock here in the fourth. Around the horn now, Valentine to the far side, got a screen, pulls up for three, and
why
my
not?
goodness.
His 8th from beyond the arc. He's worth the price of the ticket.
My goodness. I mean, you don't want to keep tabs on this young man this year.
Yeah, for sure.
DeMichael, the drive, and behind his head on the right hand. Literally, his head's on the basket, and he put it behind his ear off the window, good for 2. And almost taken away. Now it is. Taken away Summers. Hands it off to Michael. 81-50. DeMichael another 3. Good. Splashes in another.
33 for DeMichael.
And the battle is, the real game here is who's going to finish as the leading scorer.
Yeah.
DeMichael or Valentine. There's a steal, Dashner. Dashner works it to DeMichael. DeMichael bouncing it inside. Kirshner went up for the jam, and a foul is called on Valentine.
Yeah, Valentine thought he had the block, but he come down and caught the arm of Kirshner. Kirshner will be at the line shooting 2. That's number 2 on Valentine.
$84.50, 6:13 to play.
Dashner back in for the Chargers.
Yeah, first win for the Chargers, a 65-54 win over Franklin Regional. And they did invoke the mercy rule on Connellsville in the second day of the Hempfield tournament, winning 77-33 over the Falcons of Connellsville.
Wilson and Azim check back in for the Chargers. Dashner and Spataforo will have a seat.
Good on that one, and then a timeout taken, I believe, by OLSH with 6:12 to play in this ball game, and wonder if Mike Rodriguez is going to start going down his bench right now. Isn't that the difficult thing that, you want to get your guys, the guys that are going to be playing majority of minutes down the stretch of a season, minutes, but you also have to navigate not having them get injured in meaningless basketball minutes in terms of a game being already decided. That's got to be a challenge.
Yeah, plus you're right, Matt. And I'm thinking another thing here early in the season. It's only the 3rd game. You want to get your main players, your starting 5 at least, and maybe your top 6 or 7 playing time to get them into the rhythm of the game as well. So it's a fine line that the coaches have to walk there, and that's where they make their money in decisions like that.
And that is what is happening here as the varsity Chargers are done in terms of the starting lineup. And you're going to see a lot of the guys who played just moments ago in the JV game playing this one. Valentine still out there for Steel Valley. He misses a runner. Nehemiah Azim comes down with a layup. He's one of the guys that played earlier today. Also out on the floor, Rocco Coladonato. Franco Schmiegel gets the ball inside the lane. Schmiegel contested, and they gave it to Azim, who traveled. So Steel Valley gets the basketball.
Let's see, we have Nolan Randall in there. As you said, Coladonato and Schmiegel are the 3 other players that are in there.
Kevin Wilson also returned back to the floor for the Chargers.
Right.
Brookins inside Smith. First time, he really didn't even have anyone contest him on that one. Greg Smith layup for 2. Randall near side Coladonato. 5 minutes to play in this ball game. Randall and Coladonato play catch. Azim joins the action and moves over Wilson here. Randall, Coladonato, up top Randall at the top of the key. Bounce pass, intercepted. Valentine takes it away. Valentine going all the way, fouled, misses the layup, but 2 shots coming for Malachi Valentine.
Yeah, I think this one will be on Randall. His first.
Then Mackay, for the record, Mackay Valentine.
Right.
Rims that one in and out.
Well, he's not from beyond the arc. He ought to step up top of the key.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
A couple more players come in for the Chargers. Austin Hanson and Darian Greer get some court time.
Randall.
No, I'm sorry. It's not Greer. That's Oros. That's 21, not 31.
Yes. Noah Oros on the floor now for Chargers. Conley Donato on the far side. Hanson bouncing inside. Smeagol at the elbow. Back outside. Randall with 3 on the way. Good! Norland Randall for 3.
Nice.
Valentine, runner on the right side. Doesn't go. Franco Smeagol the rebound. Valentine still out there. 4 minutes to go. Hanson, left side. Randall inside Smeagol. 1 dribble up off the rim. No good. Tipped around. Put back in. Tipped in there by Noah Oros.
Nice work on the boards.
Brookins, runner, off the rim, no good. Rebound ripped away by Smeagol. Conley Donato, and now Randall. Back to Smeagol, and now Hanson with it at the top of the key. Bounces to Conley Donato for 3. That's rims off, no good, but a nice rebound there by Smeagol, who turns around, puts in 2. Franco Smeagol.
Smeagol, his short time, he's got 3 rebounds already and 2 points. Way to go, Franco.
93-53. 3:15 to go. Here's Valentine. Gets a screen up top. Pulls up from 3. Off the rim. No good.
Must be getting tired.
Yeah. Played most of this ball game.
Yeah.
Hanson tipped the ball into the air. Intercepted Marone. Marone leads it ahead to Valentine. Valentine, 2 hands and jams it in. And I don't know. That's not gonna go up. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Mike Rodriguez is going to call timeout here.
Well, I mean, the OLSH players on the court did the right thing. Just let him go to the hoop and let him do what he wants to do.
2:47 to go.
It's 2 points whether you slam it in or lay it up. Or,
right.
So. But, yeah, he's fun to watch. This Mackay Valentine is
oh, my.
What a player.
Section 3 in 3A, South Allegheny, Shady Side Academy, Apollo Ridge, East Allegheny, Ligonier Valley, and Steel Valley. So the valleys all represented there. And the Alleghenies. They should call that the Allegheny Valley Conference. The Allegheny Valley with a ridge. It's South Allegheny, Shady Side Academy, East Allegheny, Apollo Ridge, and then Ligonier Valley, Steel Valley, and Valley. Out of that timeout, Smeagol inside got his pocket taken, not necessarily actually threw that one into traffic, and it's going to roll out of bounds off of the Chargers, so Steel Valley will have it. Just about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Just a substitution coming in now is Al Magnelli, member of that football team that went to the finals. Steel Valley lost in the WPL semifinals in 2A. Najee Burt was the WPL's leading rusher. Went down in the quarterfinal game. That one tipped out of bounds. Oros stays with Steel Valley. Burt went down in that quarterfinal game, and Steel Valley fell to Beaver Falls in the 2A football playoffs. Clapping for Valentine checking out. And even OLSH fans appreciated the efforts from number 1 in the program for Steel Valley. Into the game.
He checks out with
Chris Hahn.
Checks out with 36 points, Matt.
Impressive effort.
Yep.
couple more subs in for Steel Valley. Theo Baldwin is into the game. Mason Watson, along with Nate Uhas. Minute 10 to go. Uhas has it over that far sideline. They're dribbling it out right now with a minute to go. Brookins is the only remaining starter on the floor right now for either side. Runner in the lane for Brookins, no good. Put back, good. Got his own rebound, put it back. 40 seconds left. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt here. So Randall brings it up the timeline and off the hand of Colin Donato, and it will be Steel Valley basketball for one final trip up the floor, you'd have to imagine, with 20 seconds.
Yep, you'd think so, as he's not rushing up the court at all as he walks it up.
Thought about that three. Now he'll hand it off for a three that is no good by Mason Watson. Rebound goes to the Chargers. And Hansen will dribble this one out. And the Chargers will move to 3-0 on the young 2021-22 season. 93-57 is your final score. We'll pause and catch our breath and come back with the postgame show out with all the numbers to wrap things up here from Steel Valley. 93-57. Our Lady of the Sacred Heart takes down Steel Valley and moves to 3-0 and extends that winning streak once more. 93-57, the final score. You've been listening to Tuesday Night Hoops. We'll be back after these words.
Experience the weightlessness at Float Victory. Fall into a deep relaxation while floating in water filled with 1,500 pounds of Epsom salt in a spacious float suite. Choose between full sensory deprivation with no lights or sound, or keep the lights on, including a tranquil night sky option and a curated music track to help you relax. Stop by either of their two locations in Swickley and in Lawrenceville, or visit them online at floatvictory.com. Dr. Joseph Goff of GPC Oral Surgery and Dental Implant Center provides a vast range of oral procedures of the highest quality, with a special emphasis on dental implants. Their compassionate and friendly staff and environment allow you to feel comfortable and give you the peace of mind. Located at 980 Beaver Grade Road in Mood Township, you can call them at 412-262-5091 or visit them on the web at gpcsurgery.com.
And what a play by the Charger defense. That was number 33, 34.
No, 35, Matt. Can't you see these new uniforms?
I can't see for the life of me. How can you even see that?
I go to Allegheny West Eye Care, and I see Doc Quinn. They're great.
I need new glasses right now, and it seems like he's the guy to go to.
Yep, go visit them online at AlleghenyWestEyeCare.com.
I'm headed there right after the game. (93-57) the final score. Our Lady of the Sacred Heart takes down Steel Valley. Back with OLSH. Matt Fargo one more time. Tuesday Night Hoops live here from Steel Valley tonight. And the Chargers get it done, and they get it done in commanding fashion once again. Dominating efforts all the way around, and they certainly spread the love around. Four Chargers in double figures tonight, Al?
Exactly, yeah. Leading the way was Jake DeMichael with his 33 points, followed by Bryson Kirshner with his 18, 15 points for Rocco Spadafora, and 12 points for Dawson Summers. And you got to put an asterisk by Dawson Summers and remind everybody that 6 of those points came from beyond the arc for Dawson.
Absolutely.
6 points for Kevin Wilson, 3 points for Nolan Randall, and 2 points each for Nehemiah Zim, Franco Smeagol, and can't think of Oros's first name. Noah. And that was the 93 points for the Chargers. And can't say enough about Makai Valentine with 36 points, 12 points for Cruz Bookins, Brookins for Steel Valley, 6 points for Greg Smith, and 2 for Matt Marone for their 57. And the Chargers just keep it rolling.
Certainly do. For Steel Valley, they'll turn the page. Well, we'll see what they do because according to this schedule, they were also supposed to play Thomas Jefferson at the same time in the same place. So I'm going to assume that that's a schedule blip, and they'll tomorrow play Thomas Jefferson. That's an assumption.
Either that or Thomas Jefferson was, I don't know,
rescheduled
or something.
I don't know. But yeah, that's the schedule that we have in front of us. So maybe that was part of the reason they wanted to be at two places at once tonight. I don't I don't know.
Well, Valentine was in the right place.
He certainly was in the right place, and it's not February either.
Right.
Well, for the Chargers, they will turn the page. Mentioning Steel Valley, they're now 1-2 on the season. Chargers to 3-0. Now have a big one next Tuesday, so they get a week off. Won't play on Friday. They'll play at Avonworth, and that's another big contest in this one. I think that's going to be one that a lot of teams early in the year going to be circling and looking ahead. Now, is there anyone on the schedule? You know, we've talked about Washington is the opportunity for them to tie the WPIL winning streak for basketball, consecutive wins. Who sticks out to you between then and now, and who could stop them?
Well, you look at the schedule, and as you said, the Lopes, they usually have a pretty strong team. I don't know what they've got this year, but
got some guys that didn't come out for the team last year that played football, so that they got some size.
Right, but then you got Shenango, always plays tough. They got that good young
McQuiston
out there.
They always got one.
He'll be a sophomore this year,
right?
And he was phenomenal last year. So that'll be one to watch. And Springdale, I mean, they lost one or two players, so they're going to be strong too from last year. They were in the playoffs. So those three games right there, I'm looking at that should raise an eyebrow for the Chargers.
I totally agree. It will be interesting to see how it all plays out. But they go to 3-0 for now, and Steel Valley falls to 1-2. And certainly going to be interesting to see how this season plays itself out. Well, that's going to wrap up our Tuesday Night Hoops coverage tonight. Again, the final 93-57. Our Lady of the Sacred Heart wins over Steel Valley. For OLSH and our entire Tuesday Night Hoops crew, I'm Matt Fargo saying this has been a presentation of WPIAL basketball. Thanks so much for listening. We'll talk to you next time. Thanks so much for listening. Good night, everybody, from Steel Valley.